Good evening, honorable guests, parents, families, faculty, students, and in particular, our soon-to-be graduates. Welcome to the commencement ceremony for the XCL American School of Bangkok's class of 2025. My name is Dr. Meacham Purnell. I'm the middle school and high school principal at ASB, and I have the great honor to serve as your MC for this event. I'd like to acknowledge some important figures who are here to celebrate with us this evening. Dr. Connie Kim, our head of school, Mr. Marlo Gregorio, our middle school high school division coordinator, Ms. Samantha Thompson, our college counselor and faculty speaker elected by the class this year. I'd also like to acknowledge our grade 12 homeroom teachers, Mr. Daniel Petzer, Mr. Maxwell Tenson, and Ms. Kristen Wood, who are here with our faculty, and indeed all of our high school teachers who are here today, and everyone who has worked with our graduates over the years. Welcome to you. This is an important moment. I hope that you know how proud we are of your effort and your accomplishments, but just in case, I will take this moment to say it directly. I am very proud of you graduates. Very excited for you to reach this day. If you would please join me in welcoming Dr. Connie Kim to deliver her message to the graduates.
Good afternoon, graduates, parents, teachers, staff, and XCL American School of Bangkok community members. Today we gather to celebrate a group of young people who have not only completed a chapter, but who are ready, truly ready, to begin the next. Graduates, today this moment is yours. As I stand here and look at all of you, full of hope, energy, and potential, I want to talk about one simple, powerful word, and that word is yes. 3 letters, but within that word lies the power to shape a life, build a future, and change the world. Saying yes is not about reckless or agreement or blind optimism. It's about openness. It's about courage. And it's about believing in possibilities, even when they are uncertain. When you said yes to coming to XCL American School of Bangkok, whether you arrived here in the pre-K grade level at just 2 years old, or you just joined us this year in grade 12, you said yes to new friendships, new perspectives, and new challenges. You said yes to becoming a global citizen in a world that desperately needs bridge builders and boundary breakers. You said yes every time you stepped onto the field, raised your hand to answer a hard question, joined a team, solved a problem, and help someone who feel like they belong here at ASB. And it's these moments, perhaps more than any test or project, that will shape who you will become. The world you're stepping into is complex. There are plenty of people ready to tell you the very opposite word, which is no. No, you're too young. No, that's too hard. No, that's never been done before. But I hope you remember that you are also someone who can say yes. Yes to learning something new. Yes to stand up when it would be easier to stand back. And yes to an idea that excites you. And yes to try, even if you fail, and then to try again. Saying yes doesn't mean you'll always succeed, but it does mean you'll always be growing. Possibilities lives in the space between uncertainty and action, and your life, the only one you can live, is built moment by moment, yes by yes. I believe the world right now needs more people like you, globally minded, resilient, kind, courageous, always striving, and always saying yes. Build a future that is more just, more sustainable, and more connected. To our parents and families, thank you for saying yes to joining us at ASB, to the mission of our school, to believing in the potential of your children at our school and our community. And to you, class of 2025, you've already proven that you're more than ready. Your time at XCL ASB was just the beginning. So as you go forward into university, into the workforce, into the unknown, I hope you will keep saying yes. Yes to curiosity, yes to connection, yes to courage, and yes to the possibilities that await you. Congratulations, class of 2025. The future doesn't happen to you, you build it one yes at a time. So say yes. Can I hear a yes? Yes. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Connie, for your inspiring message to the graduates. It is with great pleasure that I introduce to you Ms. Samantha Thompson, our faculty speaker for tonight's ceremony, selected by the graduates. Please, let's welcome Ms. Samantha.
All right, greetings, family, friends, students, and faculty. It is my honor today to be up here speaking about the class of 2025. To the graduates, I gotta be honest, I really thought that by now you would have had enough of me standing in front of you all, harping on and on and on about deadlines and assignments that need to be turned in and what the real world will be like. But apparently not. So, are you sure you're ready for what I have to say? I don't know, some of you look a little nervous. So, you know I keep it real, let's roll. I'm not sure if you remember, but on the very first day of college prep this year, Mr. John and I put on Pomp and Circumstance, the graduation song that you just walked into. We blasted it, so it was playing as you all walked into the auditorium to begin class. Every single one of you entered the room, immediately heard the song, and did some variation of, "Oh no, Miss Sam," or, "Oh, why do you have to do this to us?" Or you just cringed, or you simply looked like a soldier about to enter battle. It was the beginning of the year, and at that time there was much that laid ahead that was both exciting and daunting. Sports games, calc tests, art exhibitions, school events, more calc tests. And of course, through the last year, I've gotten to know you all through the college application process. In one-to-one meetings, in study halls, in your essay writing, in your frantic 11 p.m. messages when your deadlines were at midnight, and in the quiet moments in between when you would stop by our room just to decompress. Another teacher of yours recently made the comment to me that you are an exceptional class. And what I have witnessed over the last 1.5 years here with you at ASB are the traits of some truly exceptional young adults. One of my favorite things about you all is how exceptionally opinionated you are. I do truly mean that in the best of ways. There is no college prep chat on Teams that pops off more than Seniors 2025. Students from other grade levels often still knock on our classroom door before entering. Not you guys, though. You always just come right in. Doesn't matter who else is in there. I appreciate that you fight for what you believe in and that you are authentically yourselves. Whether it's in front of a crowd or in the quick private check-ins during break times, you have never been afraid to ask questions or share your viewpoints. But on the flip side, you still listen to and consider feedback. Your class includes a variety of characters and personalities, but a thread that ties you all together is your willingness to self-reflect, your openness, your sense of humor, and your thoughtfulness. Another thing that I think makes you all exceptional is how you support each other. You still cheer when one of your classmates wins, even when you may be the one who has lost and is disappointed. You recognize each other's strengths and you celebrate them. I have watched you help each other with difficult homework assignments and give advice to each other in situations when you thought you were for sure cooked. Through the ups and downs, you have always found ways to come together. You understand the most pivotal and important part of leadership. Being a good leader means building up others around you, not tearing them down. Your resilience, reliability, and leadership is a legacy you will leave at this school. It is often common that in any given year, the senior class may tend to take on more leadership roles because they are the oldest students. But the class of 2025 really changed the game this year. You started clubs, you instituted new practices in STUCO, you led winning sports teams, you coached younger students, you created class videos and social media content. You showed your talent through performances in music and the arts. You have modeled that being a leader not only means talking the talk, it also means walking the walk, period. Yeah. You have put in the work for 4 years and made things happen. In your own individually unique ways, you have shown that being involved in the community and caring about one another makes everyone else stronger. It is hard to believe that nearly 10 months have passed so quickly from that first day of college prep to now. Your reaction to the graduation song and your walk-in today was very different than it was on that first day at the beginning of the school year. Today, you have been poised, smiling, a few tears, but I think mostly good tears, and clearly so ready to move on and take on the next challenge. So before you leave, while we're all still here together, just like when we went through all your essays and applications, here are my last few edits and tips for you as you graduate. The path forward will not always be well-defined or straight. There will be opportunities that arise that you never knew existed. My own point A to point B may never have included Bangkok, but I followed my gut and an opportunity that led me to you all, and I'm so glad that I did. Things like this will rarely be black and white. Save yourself the trouble of thinking in absolutes and lean into the gray. Figure out what your comfort zone is and take one step outside of that. That is where you will grow the most. Number 2, you will mess up, even if it's as small as continuously forgetting to capitalize your I's in your essays. You will make mistakes. Learn from those mistakes and believe in yourselves. Continue to be kind, work hard, and amazing things will happen. And finally, enjoy the moment. It is so easy in life to constantly be looking to the future, but it is also important to pause and take it all in. So right now, I want you to pause. You're already facing this way, but take a moment and look out at everyone who is here today because they love and support you. Community is strength. Take time to reflect on and enjoy where you are. And it is always important to remember where you came from and the people who have supported you along the way. Congratulations to the class of 2025, your community here at ASB, wishes you so much success in your next steps. Thank you. Oh yeah.
And we have a small gift from Miss Samantha. Let's get a photograph. Come on, we gotta do it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Samantha, for that heartfelt message. All right. At this time, I would like to ask our salutatorian, Miss Yunatokiwa Patimanon, to come forward to deliver a short address.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm honored to stand here today as your salutatorian for the class of 2025 at XCL ASB. Standing here in front of all of you, my classmates, friends, teachers, staff, and family, feels surreal. I've been at XCL ASB since nursery, and yet this day still feels like it arrived too quickly. It's hard to believe we went from running around during recess and reading picture books to wearing caps and gowns, ready to say goodbye and close this chapter of our lives. People always say high school goes by fast, but no one truly prepares you for just how fast. How the things we once complained about, group projects, cramming for exams together, pulling all-nighters, and even dragging ourselves to block one classes half asleep, become the moments we wish we could relive. The small memories that felt ordinary then now feel enormous. Senior year especially taught me this, that everything changes in the blink of an eye. One day, we're rushing to class, laughing at lunch, and the next, we're facing our last day in our uniform, our last morning announcements, our last basketball game, our last everything. And now, here we are. But even though it's the end of something, it's also the beginning of everything else. Like Joe quoted in his song, I wave goodbye to the end of beginning. That's exactly what today feels like. A farewell to one chapter and a greeting to the next. It's a bittersweet moment where we say goodbye to the place and people who shaped us and step forward into a future full of endless possibilities. So today, before this moment passes too, I just want to say thank you. To my family, thank you for being my biggest support system. Miss Aiko, you're the reason I was even able to study here. Without your hard work behind the scenes, I wouldn't have had this experience or this community. You gave me every opportunity to grow, and I'm endlessly grateful for that. Dad, thank you for being my best friend, the one I can always lean on, the one who always makes me feel safe. Grandpa, thank you for cheering me on. Your quiet support has meant more than you know. To all the teachers, staff, and admins at XCL ASB, thank you for everything you do to make this school feel like more than just a place we go to every day. Your hard work, care, and commitment are the reasons this community feels like home. Whether you've known me for years or only taught me this year, whether you helped me learn my ABCs or helped me get through my toughest classes, you've all been part of my journey. I wouldn't be who I am today without the support, patience, and heart you've poured into your work. To Miss Sam and Mr. John, thank you for being the heart of our class of 2025. Honestly, Room 401 has become our second home. Whether it was helping us plan future decisions, listening when we needed to vent, or just letting us sit in the room to breathe, you've been the backbone to so many of our high school careers, and to me personally. To my basketball teammates and coaches, thank you for making these past few years unforgettable. Playing together taught me that basketball is so much more than just a sport. Coach Sydney, Coach Sam, and Mr. James, your guidance and support pushed me to grow both on and off the court. And to my teammates, thank you for the laughs, the hard work, and the memories we created together. You all made this journey truly special. To my friends, from the ones who've been with me since elementary, to the ones I made along the way, to the ones I only really got close with recently, thank you for being part of my life. Whether we shared years of friendship or just a few meaningful conversations, I'm grateful for every moment we had. And finally, to my classmates, my people, the class of 2025. Even if we weren't close, even if we only exchanged a smile in the hallway or worked together on one group project, thank you. We all shared this journey together. Through the ups and downs, I'm truly grateful for each and every one of you. I don't know what the future holds for us. Some of us will stay in touch, some of us won't. Some of us will chase our dreams exactly as planned, and some of us will change directions completely. But I hope we never forget where we came from. I hope we remember the people who were with us at the very beginning, when everything felt too big and we were still figuring out who we wanted to be. There's a quote printed on the back of our senior jackets, one you've probably seen 100 times by now. Just a few words from Phoebe Bridgers. Anyway, don't be a stranger. So, to my fellow graduates in the class of 2025, let's hold on to this version of ourselves. to the people who made these years unforgettable. Because maybe it's not just about where we're going, but where we've been, and the people we were when we stood right here. So, thank you from the bottom of my heart for being part of this chapter, for being part of my version of home. Congratulations, class of 2025. I love you all.
Okay, and a certificate for our salutatorian. Thank you very much, Yuna. Kind of a little misty there. Okay, at this time, I would like to ask our valedictorian, Mr. Par Chantalakolika, to come forward to deliver a short address.
Good afternoon to the graduating class of 2025, teachers, staff, family, and friends. Roughly a year ago, from the crowd, I watched as the previous graduating class each made their way across this auditorium stage, collecting their diplomas and graduating from this school. Now, I am honored to be chosen to give a speech at the commencement ceremony for the class of 2025. Just last year, I had trouble coming to terms with the potential of graduating from this school. But going back 16 years, when I first entered this school, this thought was a long ways away from my mind. Since then, my time here has been synonymous with change. The removal of the ball pit in the summer between Nursery 1 and Nursery 2, the construction of many new buildings and facilities, and special events at this school have all undergone significant changes over my time here at ASB. While all these have been noteworthy, the one change that can be seen most clearly is the people that surround me have changed. People have come and gone to make what this class is today. Only a handful of us today remember what it is like to be middle schoolers here at this school. And while everyone who has left is not here with us today, they will always remain on the back burner of our memories. While the student body at this school has shifted drastically, there's another aspect of the school community that has altered, which is the mascot changing from the Eagles to the Bobcat. As a lot of you may know, during the transition from the Eagles to Bobcats, I was a huge proponent against this. While I have come to terms of being a Bobcat, I will forever remain an Eagle at heart. While sentiment carries a large part of my attachment to the Eagle, I didn't feel like that was the only reason why I wanted to keep the Eagle as our school mascot. I knew there must be a deeper reason to why Eagles mean so much to me. I initially thought about what Eagles are. Eagles are birds. Surprising, I know. And what do all birds have in common? All birds have wings. And having gone through this school year, I have noticed one thing. Between all of our college applications, AP exams, extracurriculars, and figuring out the next stage of our lives, all of us, without knowing it, have had to endure difficult spells of our lives. Balancing all of these responsibilities, there were always going to be moments throughout the year where we thought that we would not succeed, that would be stuck here with nowhere to go. Especially preparing for AP exams, I have seen that everyone, no matter how prepared you are, has struggled at some point. However, these struggles are caused by our desire for something better. Everybody here has wanted something more, whether it be going to our desired university or building the basis of our relationships with others in our lives. We have all set the stakes for this year so high that it is inevitable that there will be hardships. However, even though all the stakes are high, that's why, as Eagles, we've got wings. We've all risen to the challenge, and speaking on behalf of all of us, I believe that we all feel better about ourselves on the other side. Even better, we did it all together. We all knew that we could depend on others within this graduating class as well as others throughout the school to push through to the other side. As ASB students, we're two wings of an eagle, and together we'll fly higher as a family. And do you know what else flies? Planes. As many of you have had to endure hearing over the past few years with me, I am someone who is deeply interested in planes, and I know I'm not the only one caught in this aviation-loving world in this class. I know some people will think of planes as a method of getting from point A to point B. However, I see something much, much deeper. As children, many of us had had dreams of being able to fly, and the human ability to actually achieve these dreams of ours is beyond remarkable. As I am wearing this purple tie today, which represents the color of Thailand's national air carrier, Thai Airways, I want this moment to symbolize the start of something new. Air travel represents that we, as a class, can achieve so much more than we could ever imagine. While this may sound almost cliche, when you think back to the beginning of this year, how many of you look towards graduation as simply a pipe dream that seemed like a day that would never come? At least for some of us, there were so many moments where it seemed like we would not complete an assignment or pass an exam, but after the dust settled, we made it out of that. Instead of being predestined for our futures, we have proved that we are free-willed to devote our time into achieving something much greater, and we should take that in stride to dream and to accomplish whatever we want. While it is true that it is necessary to constantly work hard to achieve our goals, sometimes it is also necessary to relax. As an NEA Type 1, I used to struggle with this. I always thought that 100% effort needed to be put into everything that I do. This is where all my peers throughout the years have helped me. When I needed to switch off from working to give my mind a break, I knew I could always look to my classmates to lift our spirits. And I would say that the stars have aligned perfectly to curate this specific set of students to be put in this class. It says a lot when during our 3-day trip to Gotsamet this school year, we were able to make friends with Pipo the dog in such a short period of time. This class has been more loud and chaotic than I could have ever imagined, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Every time I felt sick over the past years, even when I felt absolutely horrible, the one thing that made me smile inside, even when I didn't have the energy for it, is all the friends by my side. All the get well soons that I've received have made me feel truly appreciated, and that is something truly special. I will never take credit for all of my successes this school year, far from it. Even at the start of the school year, during my speech for Student Council President, I said that even as the President, Student Council is not solely about me. It is about the people that surround me. The seniors in the Student Council Committee have been a large part of the success of the group as a whole, and I could not thank them enough for everything they have done. Building new projects from the ground up would never have been possible if I had done everything myself. It would probably burn in a ditch somewhere far down a river if I were to engage in a project like this myself. However, through all our trials and tribulations, what was in the background of it all was all the laughs that we shared throughout our adventures to make these projects possible. So with that, I would like to thank you all for making this a successful year for Student Council, and an especially fun one at that. While all these memories spent with all of you are great to reminisce, it is important to also be able to move on. As we move on, we can't let the past blindside us. While it may be hard to think that we won't be able to spend those good nights watching the night cutting into the day, we have to be brave to move on to something new. I feel that for a lot of us, the memories of the school will remain near and dear to our hearts. It may be hard to let go, but this is the moment to do it, surrounded by all your closest friends from over the years. Even through all the ups and downs in the closest of our group over the years, and no matter how divided we may become, we will always have one thing in common. We graduated here together. There doesn't have to be any meaningful rhyme or reason to all human relationships. Sometimes people are just attracted to each other like magnets. And even as the years pass since this day, and inevitably all the pictures with each other get buried in our camera rolls, we will still have each other, as the impact that every single one of us has had on each other no matter how minute, is everlasting. But as we let go of high school, as it comes to a close and become a ghost of our past, I'll mark the end with this last Roger Federer quote. In his keynote speech for the Dartmouth graduation ceremony, he said that he hated when people called his style of play effortless. Instead, he said effortless is a myth. That is because he put a lot of effort into making it look effortless. In life, every win, no matter how small, requires some sort of effort. Even me being here requires effort. Throughout my time here, I've had to go through many adversities, and it takes effort to get out of those. Every test has required effort, even when it seems like I may not have studied that much. Sometimes luck requires effort. Even if some of us say that we got lucky with a generational guessing performance on a test, the good score is not entirely due to luck. In those situations, effort is required to even be able to reach that position where luck can play a role. That is why I don't believe that anything leading up to this point should be entirely put up to chance. I don't believe that having an amazing group of people graduating by my side is entirely up to chance, because there's always an essence of effort that we all need to put to become the best friends for each other, and I believe that our class has put in that effort to always look out for each other and support each other along our own paths. Even in the rare case that our paths never cross again, I will still fondly remember the many memories that we shared together, and I truly believe that we will never be lost in our path of life when we are with each other. I've lost track of how many times I've gotten sick over the past years, but the friends that I have around me just maybe be the reason my immune system keeps fighting. I count my lucky stars every day that I'm surrounded by everyone here. Life is a gamble, but I'm happy with the outcome I have received so far. Thank you everyone for making my time here at ASB as memorable as it has been, and I hope that you, the class of 2025, find others just like our class who would stop time and space just to make each other smile.
Thank you, Parth, for that fantastic speech. And don't worry, we will continue to have eagles as our house, the 4 eagles. So there will always be an eagle waiting for you at ASB. Okay, we have a little thing that we do to celebrate the students who've been with us for a really long time, more than 10 years. So we have a small gift for the graduates who have been with us for more than 10 years. So we're going to go one by one. We're first going to, I'm going to have Mr. Marlowe do this part. I'm going to give the gifts. All right.
Par Chantakolika. Pat Q, Isabel Cotier. Patty. Pet Kalat V. Salatanon. Pit. Sang Hyun Sim. Kevin. Yuna Tokiwa Patimanon.
Thank you, Mr. Marlowe. All right, at this point in the proceedings, we would like you to experience the XCL ASB tradition, passing the flame of knowledge. Seniors, please take the candle from beneath your seats. So the way this is going to work, I'm going to invite our head of school, Dr. Connie Kim, to light the first candle as a symbolic gesture of the passing of knowledge, which will be then spread to our school leadership and our graduates, and then on to representatives of grade 11, who will be sitting in these same chairs next year. So I would also like to invite Soyan Kang, Anyan Chanpo, and Prompt Chantalakolika to receive the flame of knowledge at the end of the seniors. Help us conclude the passing of the flame of knowledge by putting out your bugle. Okay, it is time to proceed to awarding of high school diplomas.
All right, row one, please rise together and remain standing. Alexander Natakitikun Scott. Alex. Congratulations, Alex. Amane Shinagawa. Congratulations, Amane. Anna Wang. Congratulations, Anna. Atticus Franklin Havel Rodehaver. Congratulations, Atticus. Chen Yu Ye. Candice. Congratulations, Candice. David Ali Aidarov. David. Congratulations, David. Ishal Qureshi. Congratulations, Ishal. Haruki Kawamura. Congratulations, Haruki. Ivor Dennis McIntosh. Congratulations, Ivor. Jirawa Romero Sapo. Turtle. Congratulations, Shurta. Hai Lee. Congratulations, Hai. Hana Lumata. Congratulations, Hana. Row two, please rise and remain standing. And row one, you may be seated. Corinne Kempara. Congratulations, Corinne. Teja Meng. Knox. Congratulations, Knox. Hin Ho Twin, Catherine. Congratulations, Catherine. Manaka Han. Congratulations, Manaka. Min Heng Han. Vincent. Congratulations, Vincent. Miyu Yonamasu. Congratulations, Miyu. Nguyen Hoang Lam, Leo. Congratulations, Leo. Par Chantala Kolika. Congratulations, Par. Pat Gill, Isabel Cotier, Hattie. Congratulations, Patty. Iradon, Ruta Pichairak, win. Congratulations, win. Pet Kalat, V Salatanon, hit. Congratulations, Pitt. Pichanan Furukawa, Heiwa. Congratulations, Pewa. All right, row 3, please rise and remain standing. Row 3. And row 2, you may be seated, row 2. Premanika Ladagwan, KP. Congratulations, KP. Laksanikon Halipon, Gausai. Congratulations, Gausai. Rico Sugiura. Congratulations, Rico. Ryo Atsumi. Congratulations, Rio. Songhyun Sim, Kevin. Congratulations, Kevin. Sa Tuta Lin. Congratulations, Tuta. Sebastian Reese Chendrake. Congratulations, Sebastian. Shin Nagatake. Congratulations, Shin. Tanawat Nangam. 2. Congratulations, 2. Urara Iwata. Congratulations, Urara. Yoichiro Yamamoto. Congratulations, Yoichiro. Yuna Tokiwa Patimanon. Congratulations, Yuna. Yuto Katsuki. Congratulations, Yuto. All right, all seniors, please rise.
Seniors, it's the last time you're going to be addressed as seniors. You have successfully completed all of your coursework and examinations required for graduation from the XCL American School of Bangkok. In a moment, for everyone, once we finish this off, we will invite you out for a lovely reception and photographs. But first, honored guests, teachers, parents, we now proudly present to you the XCL American School Bangkok graduated class of 2025. You may now move your tassels with your left hand from the right side to the left side. Congratulations. You may toss your caps. That's it. Yeah, go for it, go for it, go for it. All right, everybody, that concludes our ceremony. Thank you so much for coming.